Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me with, what I'm going to be doing is recreating a look that I did on my recent Las Vegas trip. I bought some makeup while I was on vacation. Of course I did. You know, when I shop from Sephora, I usually shop online, and I never go into a Sephora store unless I'm in Las Vegas. I have been to Las Vegas several times, and every time I'm there, I visit Sephora there. But when I'm at home, I never go to Sephora. I always order online. So while I was there, I went to Sephora a couple of different times. One, when I was visiting the Miracle Mile shops, which is a mall there at the Planet Hollywood Hotel, and once when I was shopping at the Caesar Forum shops. And yeah, I dropped some coin at the Sephora shops. I bought this Say Slip Tint. It is a broad spectrum SPF 35. It's a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to be using this. I bought a makeup by Mario. It is the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil Cream Blush in the shade Barely Blushing. I'm going to use that. I got the new Kosas bronzer, the Sun Show bronzer in the color Peachy, which is not the lightest shade for once. And it does smell funky. If you have heard rumors about that, the rumors are true. I picked up my birthday gift there since it was my birthday while I was in Las Vegas. It was the Ilia gift. It is the Limitless Lash Mascara and the At Last Cream Blush, which looks like this. I don't know if I'm going to be using this today. But what else did I buy? I bought the Fenty Beauty Pout, I think it's called the Poutsicle Lip Stain. I got this. I think it's called In My Bestie. I think that is, I can't read the bottom, but I think that is the color I got it in. I'm going to be using that today. I'm going to be using the Say, but I also got the Beauty Blender a Bounce Skin Tint in the color Light 4. I got a little bit of color while I was there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I didn't pick up any eyeshadow. I didn't pick up any highlighter, mainly blush and bronzer. I got this Benefit Hoola Secret Oasis, which has the Hoola Light and the Wella blush. Oh, this is the bronzer, and this is the blush here. And yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot, but it cost a lot, believe me. And so, if I remember anything else, I will let you know. I didn't get any primer or anything like that. So, and that was the only lip product I got. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing me talk about my vacation and doing a get ready with me, then hang tight because we are getting right into it. Okay. I am going to be, like I said, recreating a look. I'm going to go over the things I did in Las Vegas, talk a little bit about my agoraphobia and getting out. If you don't know, I do have agoraphobia, but I do manage to get out and do things these days, and how I managed to do that, and talk about my vacation, put some pictures up where applicable, and recreate a look that I did, a night look that I did while I was in Vegas using the Pat McGrath Mothership 9, the Mothership 9 Utopian Dream palette. So I took this with me and recreated a look. I love this palette. Let me get I'm just keeping these in here for now because these are like my favorite brushes right now. And so I'm going to start off with the eyes. And yeah, I wrote down a little diary of things. I traveled with a friend, just one friend, a very close friend of mine. And we started off on Sunday, June 11th. Well, let me talk a little bit about my agoraphobia. Does going out on this trip mean agoraphobia? Means that I don't like to leave the house. I get very anxious, panicky when I leave the house. Does this mean now that I've gone on this trip that my agoraphobia is cured? No, that doesn't mean that. I still get very anxious, panicky when I go out. But I have medication that I take that when I know that I'm going to be going out, I take it, and it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot when going out, to be less anxious, to be able to go out, and it helps a lot. And as long as I'm not around huge crowds, I'm talking huge crowds. There are parts of Las Vegas where there are huge crowds, like if you're walking up and down the street on the Strip, which we avoided. There are crowds. It seems crowded in the hotels, in the casinos, but it's not as crowded as you would think. There are lots of people, but it's just that it's filled with the slot machines and the tables and the restaurants and the bars. But it's not that crowded. At least not when we went. So staying in the hotel itself and going from hotel to hotel using Ubers, things like that, it wasn't as much of a problem, assuming I took my medication. So, and being in the hotel room, driving down, yeah, I still had to take my medication because being in a car for a long period of time will trigger me. Problem is, I don't like to take my medication a lot because it is very addictive. So I'm having a little trouble trying to not take it so much now. But I'll be okay since I was taking it so much on vacation. But does that mean I'm cured? No, it doesn't cure me of my agoraphobia, because once I'll be able to go out in public without taking my medicine, that's when I'll know that I'm good and can consider myself not agoraphobic anymore. When I can go out in public without taking my anxiety medication. Okay, what did we do? We left on Sunday. We just got up. I live outside of Dallas, Texas, and we only traveled as far as Wichita Falls, Texas, the first night. So we left kind of late on that Sunday, and my friend had someone in Wichita Falls they wanted to visit. So we stayed with them that first night. So that's as far as we got, which was a few hours outside of where I live. So we ate at a cute little noodle restaurant then, and we left really early the next day on Monday. So we didn't get a lot done that first day. On Monday, we drove all day through New Mexico and into Arizona, where we visited I don't know if any of you have heard of this place, but it is the Petrified Forest / Painted Desert. I'll see if I'll have any pictures of that. My friend took most of the pictures. I didn't take a whole lot of pictures. But I really like this place. It's a very beautiful national park if you ever get a chance to visit it. Then we stayed the night. Where did we stay the night? In Winslow, Arizona, where they have this awesome little coffee shop next to the hotel, motel, wherever we stayed. Then the next day, we went to the Grand Canyon, because my friend had never seen the Grand Canyon before. I've seen it at least once before. Now, this place I had a little bit of a problem with, because we went to the visitor center, and it was packed with people, and yeah, but I made it through. Even my friend was a little taken aback with how many people were at this place. But it's summertime. I mean, gotta expect crowds at these kind of places during the summertime. But we got our pictures and all of that stuff you do when you're on vacation. Get your pictures. It was beautiful, of course, breathtaking, everything you would expect. And then we got to Las Vegas and checked in. We went to the Excalibur Hotel. It's the one that looks like a castle. And we checked in there, rested a little bit, and then decided to just chill out at the hotel, and went and ate at a restaurant in the hotel called Dick's Last Resort, which I had no idea originated in Dallas, Texas, because I'd never been there before. It was a fun restaurant. Now, my plan was not to eat my way through Las Vegas, which ended up near the end. I didn't keep that promise to myself, but because there's so many restaurants in Las Vegas. Now, I didn't gamble much at all. I didn't have a ton of money to do any gambling, but we did tend to eat a lot. Then the next day was my birthday, and I'm going through this fast. Let me work on my makeup a little bit. I'm like halfway through the vacation and I'm still working on my eyes. We did have a lot of fun. So this is kind of where the eye look is going. Let me put a little bit of the special shade right between those two shimmers, like that. Okay. And okay, let me finish up the eyes here, and then I'll be right back, and then we will continue with the look. Okay, here are the eyes. And yeah, the only thing new I used on my eyes was this Ilia, the Limitless Lash Mascara. It has a little, is that hourglass? It looks like an hourglass wand. It is really nice and lengthening. I like that, but I did also use the Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash as well. So I used, there goes everything falls down. Everything, it wouldn't be a video if everything didn't fall down on me. Okay, next we are going to use this Say Slip Tint, which I am so glad that I picked up. I got mine in the shade 3. They name theirs like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine is in the shade 3. Sometimes I have some trouble getting it to pump out. Okay, let's go back to Wednesday. That was my birthday, June 14th. On my birthday, we went to the Venetian Hotel, which I love the Venetian Hotel. We rode the gondolas, which if you don't know, they have like, the Venetian is like, it's supposed to replicate Venice in Venice, Italy, where they have the waterways and the gondolas on the waterways. And they have like the gondoliers that even like sing to you when you're on the gondolas. So, oh, come on. So we did that. And that was really nice. I love doing that. I think I had done it once before when I was in Vegas, but this time was really nice. And then we ate a nice lunch at a really nice Italian restaurant there at the Venetian. I mean, just an excellent restaurant, because I wanted to have Italian food at the Venetian, at the Italian, of course, the Italian hotel. It was like my favorite restaurant there that we had on the vacation, and it was just a lot of fun. And so that's what we did for lunch. And then it was my birthday, so I wanted to go to Sephora, of course. I'm just gonna mix this in with my fingers. So we took an Uber over to the Miracle Mile shops, and I spent my money that I had, all my gambling money, yeah. Well, not all of it. I still had some left over. I bought some makeup. I had bought some souvenirs earlier that day too at the Venetian. Just Las Vegas souvenirs for my kids. It's like almost all the big hotels have little shopping centers in them, like shopping malls in them now. My friend arranged for us. We had a small dinner at the I have to look at my notes, or believe me, I would forget. We just ate since we had such a big lunch, we just ate like a small dinner at at the sports bar at the Excalibur. Just something really small. And then we went, and my friend had arranged for us to take a bus tour of Las Vegas, which was fun because that was something I'd never done before. Okay, I'm going to use this Say again and use it under my eyes also as a concealer. So it's one of those buses that you sit on the top like a double-decker bus where you sit on top, but it's open air. And they drive you up and down the strip. And they give you fun facts about Las Vegas. And then they take you downtown, which is different from the strip. Downtown is called the Fremont Street Experience. And they dropped us off at the Golden Nugget downtown. And then you can go down onto Fremont Street from there. And that's where they have this big light show. And they have live music. And street performers and all kinds of things, and that's kind of where I did not have that great of a time. It was fine, but yeah, I just got kind of overstimulated there. There was a lot of people and a lot of noise. As soon as I had to go sit down in one of the hotels, and as soon as the bus came back around, I got back on that bus as soon as I could. But I wanted my friend to see the downtown experience because they had never been to Las Vegas before. Did I mention that already? I'm sorry if I keep repeating things. But anyway, the bus tour was one of my favorite things. So, and I would say if you've never been to Vegas, you should definitely experience the Fremont Street. Definitely shouldn't miss out on that. Okay, next thing I'm going to use is the Makeup by Mario, the Barely Blushing Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil in the shade, what is the shade? I forget these things, Barely Blushing. Okay, so that's what we did on my birthday. So I had a very nice birthday. Okay, Thursday, we just wanted to kind of take it easy. So we finally did a buffet, because almost every hotel in Vegas has a buffet. But, you know, back when I first started going to Las Vegas, back when I was younger, buffets used to be like a good deal. Now they're expensive. And like, if you don't eat a lot, you're not getting your money's worth. You have to go back 2 or 3 times to get your money's worth. 3 times, really. But we went to they have a breakfast brunch buffet. So we did that. It was good. The food was really good. But we went to it just to say that we went to it. We were going to spend the day at the pool, but we didn't end up doing that because we wanted to go over to Caesar's Palace. Because my friend wanted to play at the poker tables. That was the only gambling they were going to be doing. So while they did that, I was going to do some more shopping at the Caesar Forum shops, which was a lot of fun doing that too. So we did that. And I went to Sephora again, yes, and bought some more stuff with the rest of the money that I had. Yes, I could do that here, but it's a different experience when you are, I didn't want that there. It's a different experience when you're in Las Vegas. Okay, now I'm going to powder my face just using my Kosas. This doesn't smell like the bronzer. Okay, now I'm going to use this Kosas, the Sun Show. I'm going to be very, very light with it. I mean, this stuff, I bought a shade too. I should have bought the lightest shade, but it just seemed way too light. So I'm just going to be very careful with this. Okay, the rest of the day on Thursday, we visited at night. We went to the Luxor Hotel, which is right next door to the Excalibur. See that? We just went and checked out the Excalibur, which after a while, all of these casinos kind of look the same. We ate dinner. We had a nice dinner at a place called the Public House, which after a while, all the restaurants start to look the same too, with the same menu, the same sandwiches, the same hamburgers. We just weren't running around as much Thursday as we were on Wednesday. So on Friday, we went to the Mandalay Bay, which was a couple of hotels down from the Excalibur, which is probably my favorite hotel, at least my favorite one that we went to on this vacation. It is huge. And they have an aquarium inside called the Shark Reef. So we went to that and spent some time there. First we went and spent some time at the bar and just had some drinks at the bar, and then went to the aquarium and then had lunch at a place that was very similar to the Public House. It was called Citizen. But I think I liked Citizen better. I think I liked their food there. I got a BLT plus avocado. It was really nice. And then we just went back and chilled and hung out for a while. And I don't remember doing much else, and went and hung out at the lounge there at the Excalibur and drank some more. It was probably the day I drank the most. And then we went to an Italian restaurant at the Excalibur called Buco di Beppo. I think that's a chain restaurant. And ate a lot of spaghetti and meat sauce there. We were so full after that. And then that was our stay at the Excalibur, because the next day we checked out. We ate breakfast at the Excalibur food court there. Most of the big hotels have food courts as well. And then we got into our car and drove to Moriarty, New Mexico. I think that's in New Mexico. I think that's New Mexico. Outside of Albuquerque. Yeah. Okay, can I just say something? Because when I used to go to, I'm gonna use the Willa blush. I see a lot of people, they put on cream blush and then they go over it with powder blush. I don't know why they do that, but I'm gonna do that today. I use taxis a lot, but when I used to visit Las Vegas, and this time we used Uber, and I really liked using Uber a lot. And the Uber drivers were usually very nice and knew what they were doing and where they were going. Of course, you never know who you're going to get. Same with taxi drivers. It seemed like Uber was a lot cheaper. I'm not saying put taxi drivers out of work or anything like that, but both experiences were good. But I think if I had to pick and do it, if I had to pick from now on, I would do Uber. So we stayed in Moriarty, New Mexico. We didn't really have anything fun for dinner or lunch. We just ate fast food. We were so tired from driving that day. Then the next day was Sunday, and we left Moriarty, and then we were back in Texas. And then as soon as we got back in Texas, we went to a steakhouse for lunch. Because of course we did. And we went to, there's in Amarillo, I don't know if any of you have been to Amarillo. We didn't go to this place, but there is a steakhouse in Amarillo called the Big Texan, and you can order a steak there. It is a 4-pound steak. Yes, you heard me right. A 4-pound steak. And if you eat it all, and the fixins and the trimmings and all of that, you get your meal for free. We talked about going there, not eating in the 4-pound steak, but talked about going there, but we didn't go there. We ended up going to Hofbrau Steaks instead. The reason we didn't go to a steakhouse in Las Vegas is because everything was freaking expensive. Too expensive for, the only expensive restaurant that we planned to go to was that Italian one at the Venetian. That's why we didn't go to any steakhouses in Las Vegas. Eating in Las Vegas is very expensive, so I just want to put that out there. Eating at the hotels is very expensive. Eating at the tourist places. I'm sure if you go outside of the strip, you'll be able to find more reasonable prices. But then we made it home around 7 8 o'clock at night before it got dark. And that was my vacation. It started on a Sunday and ended on a Sunday. And I think I did really well. Like I said, inside the hotels, taking Ubers, not trying to avoid, yes, trying to avoid the really crowded areas, because when we were taking some of those Ubers up and down the strip, or that bus tour up and down the strip, there were areas of the strip that were so crowded with people. I would not have been able to handle that at all. Okay, now I'm going to try this. I think it's called Popsicle. And it is a lip stain, and we are going to put it on. Then I am going to leave it on for just a second and then wipe it off. Because it goes on kind of watery. Okay, it is pretty much dried down. I'm going to blot it off. And see, that's the stain it left behind, which is nice. And I'm just going to put some lip oil over that, just some clear lip oil. Now I took highlighter, but I didn't wear much highlighter in Vegas, so I'm not going to put on any highlighter. Okay, just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, here is my final look. This was, I didn't go all out in Vegas. A lot of people were it was more casual in Las Vegas, but this was kind of my evening look going out. And yeah, so yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Have you gone on vacation this summer? Let me know all the details and everything. And yeah, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how your day is going. Everything such as that, I would love to know. And yeah, okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Of course, just like I said, leave a comment. And anything to engage with this video, share it with a friend, anything like that. Anything like that would really help push this video out to other viewers like yourself. But just you watching to this point, I know this was a long video, really helps out as well. Thank you for watching. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. Please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, setting it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a new video. So I hope y'all are all having a wonderful, fantastic day out there today. If you are having an especially hard time, know that I am thinking about you. I'm sending you out all of those good vibes. Just remember to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe out there. And I will see you in another video soon. Just stay well until then, okay? Goodbye.